Hello everyone. So far we have studied that we can create special methods inside class. Okay, for example, init and str. We can also create some methods related to reading any specific attribute of any object. For example, if I want to read student name or if I want to change student name, we can create special instance methods. Instance method, their one property is their first argument is self, and we don't need to pass it, it automatically get passed. Okay, so if here I have this student to student, I have created these two instance methods and these two special methods. So sometimes we need to do something or we want to provide some feature in the class that has nothing to do with the objects. Okay, it can be related to some class state. For example, let's suppose I want to change class variable. Here I have a class variable, and if I want to change it for all the class, okay, then in that case instance methods might not work. Okay, so let's suppose, let me run this first. Let's suppose I want to change. Let me create a similar method and let me call this new text. And I will call this university. So I am taking university with self and changing it to new. So let me rerun this. Rerun all of this. Okay. So here I am reading this university by using two objects, student 1 and student 2. Now I will change it using this. Let me call it set university because set name will be different. Okay. This becomes, I am changing the university name using. Okay, now if I say student 1 dot, if I look at this, I have this method now set university. If I change it to, let's say, xyz, if I run this and then I print both of them again, now if I run this, now only it changed for student 1, it did not change for student 2. The reason is I am using this with student 1 and this method is an instance method. It changes information related to one object, it will not change any information. Okay, so because this is a normal instance method. But let's suppose I want to write it in a way that, because class variable belongs to every object, so I want to do it in a way that it gets changed for all the objects. Even if I change by using student 1, it should be changed for all the objects. I don't have to change for each object again and again. So in that case, instance method will not work. So in that case, we have to use class methods. Class methods, mainly they are used whenever we have to change something related to class state, for example, class variable. So class method, their first argument is CLS. And similar to self, we don't need to pass it, it automatically get passed. Okay. Another thing is we have to use here what we call a decorator. And here I have to write class method. Okay. So now this becomes a class method that changes the name of a class variable called university. So if I rerun this, okay, now let me change it to xyz 1 2 3. Now when I am running this, and now I will run this, it should change for all of the students. If I run this, now it is changed for everyone. No matter if you create student 3, 4, university name is changed for everyone. Basically class variable has changed because I use class methods. So this is the special things about class methods. Their first parameter is CLS. They can be used to change the state of a class. Okay, and we have to use decorators for them. Decorators, they are like what we call decorator is a function that takes function as its parameter and returns a function. For example, like this. Basically, we use them for function transformation. Okay, so that interpreter can know that this is a this function takes a parameter that is function and returns a function. This is just to, we can say, bypass some interpret steps. Okay, so that is the reason we use decorators. So in simple words, you have to use here so that interpreter can know this is a class method. That's it. Okay, similarly, sometime inside a class we have to create methods that has nothing to do with either instance variables or class variables. Okay, for example, I want to add some utility function. For example, inside my class I want to add a method that finds scares of something. Okay, so now if you see, finding scare has nothing to do with either student name or student age or university, but I want to provide this inside my class. In that case, I can write a static method inside a class. So let's suppose I create a method and I call it find SQUARE. It will take any variable x and it will return x star x. So whatever value I will provide, it will find a scale of this. Now it has nothing to do with the name, age or university. Okay, either instance variable or class variable. And here also I need to provide a what we call a decorator. So this will tell interpreter that this is a static method. Okay, so now I can use it with any object like student1 or student2. So if I say print student1 dot tab, now here let me check if I rerun this properly. Okay, yes, I can find this. So let's suppose if I say 3, I should get 9. Okay, so like this, if I want to provide any utility function, I can use this. Now these this function I'm calling it with object name, but you can also call it with class name. So let's suppose student is my class name and I can say find scare. It will work. So these class methods and static methods, we can call them either by using object name or class name. It works with both of them. But for instance method, we have to use object name because instance method belong to object, one particular object. Okay, whereas these class method and static methods, they belong to a whole class. So either you can use student object or student class. It will work for both. Okay, so just to recap, we have 3 main types of methods inside a class. One is static methods, one is class methods. Static methods, they don't have to deal with any class variable or instance variables. Class methods, they deal with mainly class variables. Instance methods, they deal with instance variables, like in this case name and age. There are some special instance methods like init and str, and in future we are going to discuss few more. Okay, so these 3 types of methods you can create inside a class. Depending upon how much functionality you want to add to your class, you can keep on adding these functions. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.